What do we call this? Just interviews?
Yeah, it's like get to know your
Okay.
piece of shit / cast member.
Welcome to Get to Know Your
Are you
Piece of Shit
recording
/ No. Should I start now?
Let's do a test!
Okay. So welcome to Get to Know Your, how did you phrase it? / piece of shit member, podcast member?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
This is where we interview each of our members with one of our other members, ask some questions. So,
yeah, I guess people want to know us.
Nobody's going to watch this because I personally, like I said, I wouldn't watch it. You're not really that interesting of a person.
That's actually, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
But let's get started. How long do you guys usually do? About 6 hours?
30 minutes is how long the other two interviews were.
Okay.
So you got me for 30 minutes.
So right,
dig my soul.
Right
how we can just fucking go to town, clean out the asshole, fucking squeaky clean this bitch. No skeletons left unturned, I guess.
Okay, so are you... First question. Question number one.
Okay, first one on the docket.
Would you consider yourself more of a hunter or a gatherer?
Neither? Is there emperor? Is there people do shit for me? And
so Kim Jong-un? Is that what you
No,
consider yourself?
not quite like that, because I'm not a joke. At least I don't think so. I am short and fat and look weird, but I'm not a joke. Right? I mean, you guys don't see me. You guys don't see me as a joke. I mean, people do things for me all the time. I'm just a nice person, and people.
Yeah.
Right? I mean.
Yeah, we definitely don't see as a joke.
If I had to, I'd be a hunter. If we went back to that style of society, I would be a hunter.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be picking berries with the women.
Did you just assume the gender of the gatherer?
Based on the hunter-gatherer.
What a
motif.
Piece of shit.
I didn't say women can't hunt. I'm just saying more women would gather. That way they can just talk about the men and shit. Isn't that what they do most of the time?
It's gather and gossip gathering.
Right. It's the G's and G's.
So when you're driving home, question number two. When you're driving home,
you don't have to number them, man. You don't have to.
From work, if you're not talking to anyone else or listening to the radio, what do you think about when you're alone in your car?
I think I've told you this before. If there was a hidden camera placed on me and people saw me when I'm by myself, no one would be friends with me.
Why? What do you do?
I will listen to a talk show.
You just be like...
But I will sing songs that aren't on the radio.
Just over the top of the talk show?
In odd voices. So a song that's been stuck in my head lately. Okay, I'll give you a little taste. Just a little taste.
All right.
Song that's been stuck in my head lately is I'm Still Standing, Elton John. You're I'm still standing, better than I ever did.
I don't think I've ever heard that
Looking
song.
like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. But I'll be in my car and I'll sing just that line, that block. But then I'll be like, I'm still standing, better than I ever did. And then I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. I'll be like, I'm still standing. And I'll just do voices. And I'll talk to myself out loud in my car in voices. I don't hear them in my head. I just like doing voices.
Huh. All right.
So it'd be really weird if there was ever a camera.
I think I probably would still hang out with you even if I saw that because I assumed that's what you did.
That's
what
the
you
tip
did
of the
anyway.
iceberg.
That's what you did.
That's just the tip. I'm not going deeper than that.
So how would you rate your memory?
Oh, right now it's shit because of all the medication I'm on. Is absolute shit. Prior to my short term is shit.
Is it more shit than our other friend's memory?
Oh, absolutely not. I honestly feel like I have the best memory, but that's just how I remember it.
I feel like Brad has a good memory. This is how you remember it. Haha, hilarious. You should be a stand-up.
No, I don't think I have the balls really.
Don't think so? What's your favorite 90s song? You grew up in the 90s.
Did I?
So
when was that? What years were the 90s?
They were I think, I could be wrong, but they could have been right after the 80s. Maybe right after the mid-80s.
Right after the mid-80s. So I was born right after the mid-80s.
So you were born in the 90s, basically.
Pretty much.
It's like 87. That was when the 90s started. It's 1987.
I don't know, like song from the 90s? Man. I always have...
That's a hard one because there's a lot of...
I always have a special place in my heart for like Freshmen.
Yeah.
And like Wonderwall and all that cheese dick 90s music that just wouldn't fly today, really.
Yeah. Man, that's a hard... So you say Wonderwall or Freshman, if you had to choose?
I like both those songs a lot.
Do you like those because they're your favorite songs from the 90s, or you think they're just the most 90s songs?
I think they're like super iconic 90s songs.
So like you hear them and you're
it's like everyone knows that song. And what is that fucking shit ass movie where Jim Carrey learns guitar and plays "If Wish You Would Step Back from the Ledge"?
Yeah.
Like that's an iconic 90s song.
What is that fucking movie where he
like learns guitar and he keeps that Latino dude from like jumping?
Yeah, it's
Is it Yes Man? Because he
think
says
it is
yes,
Yes
and he
Man.
goes and gets
It is
guitar
Yes
lessons.
Man.
Absolutely.
It is Yes Man.
Where are the hard hitting questions? Where's the one that's gonna like?
I'm just gonna try to.
Is this like a
This is just
toe in the water
Yeah.
section?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
This is just so people have something to watch and they find it kind of interesting, and then like we just get to the little
Where they
non-interesting
vomit
stuff
and
later.
they throw up
Yeah.
and they have to
Are
turn it
you
off.
are you religious?
Absolutely not. Not even as slight.
Are you against religion, or are you
No.
just not
No.
religious?
I'm just not religious. It's not my bag. I don't think I need to be Christian, seeing as it's the majority of our country.
Yeah.
I don't have to be Christian to be a good person. And I think there's too many people that I've met in my life who like feel like since I'm a bad person, that it's turned me off of it.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna burn in hell for saying that. So
Yeah. Well,
good job.
at least David will be down there to fucking torture me every
Yeah.
single day.
Actually, I totally agree with you. So I'll be there with you too.
Yeah, but they'll keep us apart because we actually like each other.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'll get stuck with David.
That's why we have.
We'll all get
We'll
a
get
carbon copy
clones
of
of
David
David.
to hang out with in hell.
Like no. What do you give me something that you know that you guarantee that I don't know?
Like in general or about me?
Just like a fact. Like, teach me something.
I feel like I do that every day that we're together.
Or
I feel like,
or don't. Fine.
I mean, I just dropped the whole plant knowledge on you a little bit ago.
That's fine. Well, I feel
Oh,
like
that's a weird,
we should both kind of get something out of this.
No,
But
I
that's
learned
fine.
nothing.
If you just want to get,
I
you just
haven't
wanna
learned
take
anything
everything.
new from you in like a decade.
Do you have any advice about your previous boss to give to your previous boss?
No, he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I had no problems with him.
No advice.
I can say his name.
Doesn't-
Since apparently I like name drop all the time.
It doesn't need to be bad, like criticisms. Just like any
just
advice.
lighten the fuck up a little bit. How's
Okay.
that?
All right. What's your? And this is just get mosquitoes out. Fuck out of here.
It's a baby mosquito hawk.
Do you have a? What's your favorite animal?
Animal?
Yeah.
This question explode.
We're getting down into like the 4-year-old questions now.
Favorite animal? Probably lion. There's just a picture of this lion I used to have on my phone, and he just had a fucking jacked up face, like just like clearly had been through the fucking ringer and fought time and time again to survive and be the king.
Yeah.
And I always look at that picture like, my life is never going to be that hard, ever. Like, holy shit.
I would hope not. I hope that you never get like your face jacked up by like
Having to fight to stay on top. Murder motherfuckers who want my women and kingdom.
Imagine if you had to do that
Although,
every day when
I'm
you
pretty
go to
sure
work.
lionesses, like, run the real fucking pride.
I think they do.
But,
dude, male lions are ridiculous. Like, male lions, like, eat their babies. Like, the lionesses have to, like, fight them off.
well, when you look at, like, a female lion, she was, like, it's just, like, jacked. Like, shaved down jacked. You look at the male lion, and he's just like, poof! What up, boys? I'm here! Like, it's such a weird thing. Animal Kingdom is so fucked
What
up.
up, boys? I'll be here. So you say lion.
Sure.
Okay. What do you...
I see that list you're looking at has, like, 40 questions, and you've
Yeah.
already skipped to the bottom.
Yeah, some of them
pretty
are
bad
horse-
list.
Some of them are
Bad
horse
list.
shit. I'm trying to think of things off the top of my head. What do you... so if you... You have quite a few skills that you learned over the years, but
No, not at all.
What's one skill that you wish that you would have learned whenever you were younger?
Oh, probably another language for sure.
Yeah.
Where I would have took something more seriously.
Well, you took in high school.
Pretty much German, so I could hear the Fuhrer in his natural tone, like in the way he meant for us to hear it.
All right.
No, I mean,
I'm gonna give you another.
Practically, Spanish would be super useful, obviously, in the current area. Like, all time, like, it'd be way cool to learn, like, fucking, why am I drawing a blank? The dead language. Brad.
Latin?
Latin would be dank as fuck to be able to say you had
Yeah.
down.
Okay. So, learn German.
Nope, Latin. The German thing was a
Latin.
joke. It was
Okay.
a joke. I'm not Brad. I'm not like fucking.
Yeah, but
Aryan
Latin
Brotherhood.
would be like totally. You couldn't even fucking use it to talk to anybody. You would just be able to read.
Dude, I
old
would
shit.
literally just be looking up Latin shit, like old manuscripts, and reading them. Like, holy shit, the insight
Yeah.
of these old like cultures and worlds in a time where you couldn't be a fucking pussy little bitch and get away with it in life. Like,
So what if there was if you had to select a certain political party, but it wasn't Democrat or Republican, which one would you be?
I guess independent.
Would you say that you're libertarian at all or no?
No, I feel like libertarians are super selfish.
Okay.
Like, I get it, and I'm perfectly fine with the entire concept of like, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
But you
It's
feel
just
like
society doesn't work that way anymore, unfortunately. You can only get away with that to an extent. We are a society that has to work together in a sense. So you have to kind of libertarians like, and I'm talking true libertarians. I'm not talking about people who dip their toe into the Libertarian Party. I'm talking about the ones who are like, we don't need police or firefighters or like all that shit like that. It's like, come on, like we are a society. We have to function together in some sense to like actually achieve. Otherwise. You go live off the fucking grid. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. And then if you do that, fine, whatever. But like,
But do you agree a little bit with the philosophy of like you shouldn't be in my business a lot?
yeah, as long as I'm not doing anything against someone else's rights, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. The base is like I think when you look at like the outer shell of every party, for the most part, you can be like, well, yeah, that makes sense. But it's what's underneath that really matters, and and that's why all of them are fucking ridiculous in an extent. I can't be a Republican because I'm pro fucking, like I'm freedom of choice when it comes to abortion, and I'm not religious, so I can't even technically be accepted by the Republican Party that I stand probably mostly with. Like, I'm like for guns and other things that the liberals would butcher me on. Like, you know what I mean? It's silly that like if you don't meet the fucking cookie cutter, you're not part of the group.
In your opinion, how many people do you think there are out there like you? Or do you think that you're the minority and most people are like totally agree with their party?
I have no idea, honestly. I think we need more people like me. Not that like I have it right, but I have the ability to be like, let's meet in the middle and make this shit work for both of us, as opposed to my way or the fucking highway, which gets literally nothing done ever.
Where do you think we're going to be with AI in 10 years?
There's this video online that me and Brad just watched again for the second time last night. What's the robot called? Abe. Where we program AI, but we don't look at the overall functioning thing. We're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
We're not smart enough to program it perfectly.
What chance do you think we have?
It's gonna
to fuck
murder
it up?
us. Oh, like 80, 60%. 60% chance AI fucks us up. I don't think it's gonna end us. It's not gonna be like fucking Terminator. But like we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna have to like step back a few paces and go, hold on, let's scrap this and fucking look at this.
I think that too.
We're just not smart enough to program all the variables that are really needed. We need an AI to program a good AI, which is like
that's kind of true. So if somebody...
But I have no experience in tech whatsoever, so I don't know.
So what do you? If somebody handed you a check for $100,000, what would you do with it?
Pay off my bills.
Okay.
I mean, like,
Do you have $100,000?
I have a house, so yes.
Well, so you would just dedicate all of it to.
Well, I mean, I have,
your
like-
bills and whatever.
I have like
I don't want to know your like finances.
I would pay off
saying,
all I would pay off all my student loans, and then with the extra like 20 grand that I'd have left,
All right. So what? So if go ahead with the
I would just probably fix up shit around my house. I need to. I'm not like focused on paying off my house. Like I'm paying off my house fine. It's just so. If I eliminated all my, eliminating my student loans would be.
You wouldn't do
such
like
a
the smart
godsend.
thing, just buy $100,000 sports car.
No, absolutely. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't own a car that's worth more than like 20 G's. It's probably like my cat. Even if I had like millions, because I would be too fucking paranoid all the time. Like right now, if I'm driving down the road and I fucking see like a rock bounce off something and it like hits my car, I'm like, oh, that sucks. Whatever. But like if I'm driving around a fucking house value of car and like a fucking rock hits it, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna be fucking like murdering some dude on the side of the road, and then I'm gonna go to jail, and I'm not even gonna be able to enjoy my car.
Yeah. And
I don't want that kind of level of anger or stress in my life.
so
That's why I don't have nice things.
What's the most money you would ever spend on a vehicle? Like at your current salary?
At my current
Like
8
nothing.
G's, the current value of my car right now, like what I bought my car at, like 8 G's is probably my cap on that shit.
Do you think it's more important to be honest or to be kind?
It's a dumb question.
Why?
Because I don't think they have to be hand in hand.
Let's say they always have to be separate. I'm just saying that. Do you think it's
Then my answer is depends.
okay? Yeah.
There's certain people who I know being honest with is better than being kind, and there's certain people. It also depends on what the topic of like the value is. Like if someone has like a slightly annoying habit that I know they couldn't handle knowing it was bothering people because it's just part of who they are, fuck it, I'll be kind. But like if it's like fucking destructive, then here comes some honesty time.
That makes sense.
And like I said, I don't know. It's super dependent on like the person.
That actually is
and,
like a super good rule, I think.
like I always have like a soup. Like I think more people need to adopt this philosophy, and I think they'll all be better off. Every situation in life, no matter how similar to another situation, is its own situation. It has to be valued and treated as such. Everything is different from everything else. That's why, like, when something happens, like, to one of your coworkers, it doesn't happen to you. It's not because you did a shitty job and they did a better job. It's all circumstances. It's all situational, and you have to treat each situation as its own thing.
There's so many
you
different-
can't fucking just blanket over the top of shit and think it's gonna fucking fix or work anything.
That makes sense to me, for sure.
It's like when you're trying to put on a screen fucking cover. I mean, you try to blanket a situation in life, there's always going to end up being bubbles. And those bubbles are going to fuck everything up eventually.
Yeah. Those bubbles will fuck you, man. Speaking of bubbles, do you have any fear of water?
I mean, I don't want to drown. It would be pretty horrible. It's like
when you go, if you go on vacation to the beach, like how often, like say you're there for 3
I don't,
days. Do you
I don't
swim at all?
like. Yeah, I'll get in the ocean. I'll get in a fucking lake. But I honestly don't like swimming in water that I can't see the bottom of.
So you would swim, you'd be more likely to swim in like a clear where you can see your feet and stuff, to see like if there's a shark coming.
Absolutely. Because one time a fish bit me on the nipple.
Really?
And I don't have like weird nipples or anything. It's like I have like these weird worm nipples.
Yeah.
But no one believed me until
How old were you?
This was like 6 years ago. I was like a grown man. I'm like swimming, and all of a sudden I just felt this sharp pain, and I got out, and there was just blood coming down my nipples. And no one, like I said, no one believed me until I got out of the water, and there was just blood.
So you told them like, "Hey, fish just bit my nipple," and they're like, "Fuck you," and then you
Yes,
got out. And
absolutely.
You're like, look at this. Nice.
I don't like, you know, I was attacked by a fucking cottonmouth as a child. And my dad had to beat to death with a stick. So, like, I don't know. I don't really like water. that isn't like a pool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: we're not naturally like built for water.
Right.
So if I get attacked by something that's built in water, I don't like not having the advantage in a fight.
You're not going to be able to defend yourself like you would
Like,
on land.
I can't beat a gator in water.
Right.
I might be able to beat a gator on land.
Maybe.
Might.
Maybe.
I got a way better chance on land than in water.
Yeah. So that being said, if you were able to vacation anywhere in the world, you don't even have to pick a destination. But what's like your favorite like type of vacation? Like, do you want to go to
The
the
one where I
mountains,
sit at home and
the
no one
beach?
bothers me for a fucking week.
So you'd rather just sit at home?
I would rather do nothing as often as I can. I feel like I'm way too fucking hectic and busy. But like if I had like
So you can't do that. You have to go somewhere.
I like my like amenity. Like I like the shit that I have. I like what it like I have a pretty good setup. I don't like not having that shit.
Yeah.
Because here's my problem. Almost every vacation at some point, like especially like you get done for the night and you go back and you just like sit in a hotel room for a few hours before you pass out and you just do nothing.
True.
And you're just kind of waiting for the next day to go do shit. And I don't like that. I don't like that portion of a vacation at all.
Do you feel like when you go on, like say that you had to go to vacation to Colorado next week for 7 days,
I will stay the fuck out of parks.
when you get there, are you going to like go hiking and do a bunch of activities, or are you just gonna more likely just stay like
I'm not
sightseeing?
going to a park.
Yeah.
David Paulding has
Okay.
me fucked up on national parks.
Feel like you're gonna disappear when you go to the park?
Someone is. They're not taking me. I don't fit the profile. I'm average as fuck.
How many states have you been to in your life?
A lot.
Like, I mean, you have to name them all, but how many do you think?
20, maybe 25.
Where you went there, or you just traveled through?
Some I traveled through. Some I stayed in at least a day. I used to play baseball, and we used to travel all over the fucking place and stay for a weekend in, Iowa, Kansas, all the surrounding states of Missouri, fucking Florida. I played in all kinds of shit. Here, you can have it. You don't have to worry about ruining this. This thing sucks.
Not a secret that Brad's off camera sitting there. How long did you play baseball? How many years?
Till I was like, probably from whenever you start playing baseball, like T-ball, till 18.
When do you start playing T-ball? Like 8? 9? 10?
7, 6, something like that.
So you're like 10 or 11 years?
Yeah. I played ball all my life. Got invited to go play in the Little League World Series, but we didn't have the money.
What did you like about it?
What I
What
like
kept
about
you
baseball?
going?
I like the individual teamism, if that makes any sense, about baseball. Because baseball is all about individual play, but unifying that with 8 other guys. Or when you're younger, it's like 10 and 11 guys because everyone bats but 9 field. So like you individually are responsible for a large portion of a game, especially because I was a pitcher.
Yeah.
I'm like in control
So you're like
of the speed,
you're like the
the
guy.
tempo.
Yeah.
I control every aspect of what's going on at that point. But at the same time, I can't win if the 8 guys behind me don't do their job and can't pick up their end. I don't know. That's why I like.
Did
like,
you ever, whenever you go ahead?
Well, I was saying like, you can have a couple bad players on a baseball team and still win very often as long as you can avoid them becoming responsible for it.
Like relying on them too much to do
Yeah,
that shit?
but like, in order to be truly great in baseball, you need a full 8 guys who can bring the thunder. And I also like because like in football, the important positions from the start of football to the end are always the important positions. Baseball is weird because like when you're younger, dudes aren't jacking the ball to the outfield very often, so you usually put your shitty players in the outfield and your studs play infield. But as you get older, you need better and better players in the outfield as well as the infield because guys do start hitting shots out there. It's weird. It's like a weird thing that you don't see. Like most sports.
So if you played outfield whenever you were a kid and then you kept playing outfield, you would be expected to be way better,
Right.
as you got older. Because
You actually watch a lot of your better players play infield and end up move. Like I played at second base and shortstop, but when we got older, I moved to the outfield and I love love the outfield. There's nothing better than that. There's nothing better than like catching a fly ball and gunning a dude out trying to take home on you, and you just rifle a shot down a line right over his head.
Why is that? Is it because when it pops up like a pop fly like that, then the suspense kind of grows until you catch it?
It's like anything like that's super adrenaline based, because like it slows down and then speeds up.
When there's a lot of time that's in the air.
Yeah, you're like waiting. Well, yeah, like especially on those where you're like, because you don't just camp under a ball, fucking catch it, and then come up and throw. Like you get yourself in position, and then as the point of where you're gonna catch it, you actually get behind that point, and then you start moving forward to make the catch. That way, you're already moving forward, and then there's like a whole thing that you do to get that throw.
So it's like a fluid motion.
And like the guys, when you have to like gun it, if you watch outfielders, they'll throw so hard that they throw themselves to the ground. And it's all like a motion where you throw and you throw so much into it. That way you can just rifle it. And then you have to be accurate. Yeah. You know, you have to put it on a line or a one hop. So there's so many things that can go wrong. That when it all comes together and you just, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love it.
It's kind of like...
I was always weird, man. I always like watching pitching duels, and people hate watching that. That's why they find baseball super boring.
Pitching duels?
Where you have two pitchers who are just destroying hitters left and right.
Oh.
People like want to go watch a baseball game. They want to see dudes jacking homers left and right. I always love watching two guys going to the mound inning after inning, just cutting batters up. Just
you
like
think that's
they're in
because
complete control. Yeah, it's because I was
you're a pitcher.
Yeah,
you just like to study the.
Absolutely,
yeah. Studied the. That's the way I was like when I would go to shows. Like when I would go to shows, people would be moshing and stuff. I would just like sit back and be like.
Watching the musicians.
Like music, yeah, just like watching.
And this isn't an interview about you, right?
I know.
No one cares about what you have to say right now.
What I'm saying, like,
this is about me.
You're right. You're the star.
Why is that? Why am I the star?
I don't know.
Why are you letting me interview you?
Why are you asking me questions?
I'm trying to take control of it because I'm the star.
Yeah, go ahead. We only got like 3 minutes. We can just tear this shit down right now.
Oh, it got broken a long time ago. Come on, hit me with something good. What do you got for me? You got like what? 3 minutes left on this interview? 4 minutes? 3 minutes?
We can extend it. So you're not religious. Your political shit is garbage, basically. Your views on that are garbage.
Hey, I've never lost an election.
Yeah, true. We've been friends for a really, really long time. Like, probably like 18 years or something like that. 17 years.
Yep. Yeah.
Something like that. So, there's not that much that I don't know about you.
Yeah, but you're asking questions that them know.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out.
Just like podcasting, you suck at interviewing.
I know. Suck at most things.
Why is that?
It's not about me though. Where do you see yourself in, let's say, 10 years? What do you think you're going to be doing as a profession? Think you're going to be doing what you're doing now?
What I'd like to be doing is anything but what I'm doing.
Let me clarify, is that because you don't like what you're doing, or is it because you just want to...
I'm super interested in what I do, and it's intriguing, and it's cool to be, like, having a knowledge base of, like, the IT stuff that I do and the SQL stuff that I do. But, like, I don't like working for other people at all. I don't like getting up every day, doing the 8 to 5 thing. I don't want to live that life forever.
So would it be fair to say that you just want...
I would rather do shit.
It's not really about the money, but it's about like the creativity that you can kind of...
No, I want money, and I'll do the 8 to 5 for the money.
No, but I'm saying ultimately, so if you... It's not... You would rather have the creativity to do, to make your own way and make your own...
Right. I'd rather do anything where I'm in control of it, obviously.
So what would you do? So would you do this?
I would love to stream and do podcast and YouTube stuff. That would be great. I'd even love to just do radio, even though it's dead. It still would be like a fun thing. Yeah. Where you just get up and bullshit for 3-4 hours a day and have some fun with it. I clearly like talking.
Yeah. Which is good. Carrying me through this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're almost done though. We're like 29 minutes.
Brad, you got any good questions for me before this is over?
I mean, I had lots of garbage ones. They're just staring at each other off camera. So anyway, now you know some garbage shit about Dylan from my garbage questions. You don't really know him any better. You just know kind of trivial things about him, which is, you know, what all of us know, because he doesn't really let us know anything about him either. Just kind of like avoids the question.
I share my stuff with people I care about. So.
Not you, not me. Okay. Nobody.
Well, I can't care about a camera. I can't care about a soulless sack of shit.
Goodbye.